Can you take too much fish oil? The short answer is yes, and it's more common than people realise. In this video, we're covering the risks, side effects, and what UK guidance actually says. This is general information only, not medical advice, and we won't be giving any specific dosing instructions. Always follow your product label and speak to your GP or pharmacist for personalised guidance. Fish oil is one of the most widely used supplements in the UK. Because it's sold over the counter, it's easy to assume more is always better. It isn't. Fish oil contains two key omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. These are biologically active substances, which means at higher doses, they behave more like medicines than simple nutrients. They affect inflammation, blood clotting, and vascular function, so getting the amount right genuinely matters. European regulators have set an upper safety limit for combined EPA and DHA intake, but the right amount for you depends on your individual health, any conditions you have, and what other medicines you're taking. That's why it's so important to follow your product label and take advice from your clinician rather than going by any numbers you find online. It's also worth knowing the difference between fish oil and cod liver oil. Cod liver oil contains vitamins A and D as well as omega-3s, so taking too much doesn't just raise omega-3 concerns, it can also lead to vitamin A and D toxicity. If you're unsure which product is right for you, ask your pharmacist. One of the most significant risks of taking too much fish oil is its effect on bleeding. Omega-3 fatty acids can prolong bleeding time. If you're already taking a blood-thinning medicine, such as warfarin, aspirin, or clopidogrel, combining it with high-dose fish oil could meaningfully increase your bleeding risk. This is a drug interaction that's easy to overlook, because fish oil feels like a harmless supplement rather than something with real pharmacological effects. Research has also associated high-dose omega-3 supplementation with an increased risk of atrial fibrillation in some individuals. That doesn't mean fish oil is dangerous for everyone, but it does mean that people with existing heart conditions should speak to their doctor before taking it. On the more day-to-day side, too much fish oil can cause nausea, diarrhea, and that familiar fishy aftertaste or burping. These are often the first signs that your intake is higher than your body is comfortable with. More serious warning signs include unusual bruising or bleeding from minor cuts that takes longer than expected to stop. If you notice either of those, contact your doctor. Now, what does NICE, the body that guides clinical practice in England, actually recommend? Fish oil supplements are not routinely advised for cardiovascular disease prevention. The exception is a specific licensed medicine called icosapent ethyl, which is recommended only for certain high-risk patients under medical supervision. So if you're taking fish oil primarily for your heart, it's worth having that conversation with your GP. Before starting fish oil supplements, speak to your doctor or pharmacist if you're taking any anticoagulant or antiplatelet medicines, if you have a heart condition, if you're due to have surgery, or if you're managing any chronic health condition. To recap, fish oil can be taken safely, but it's not without risk at higher amounts. The key things to remember: 1. More is not better. Always use supplements as directed by your clinician or the product label. 2. Fish oil can interact with blood-thinning medicines, so always flag it to your healthcare professional. And 3. NICE doesn't routinely recommend it for heart disease prevention, so check with your GP if that's your reason for taking it. Remember, this video is general information only, not a substitute for medical advice. Always speak to your GP or pharmacist before starting or changing any supplement. If you found this helpful, leave a comment below. We'd love to know what topics you'd like us to cover next. And if you want more straightforward health information like this, give the video a like and subscribe to the Bolt Pharmacy channel.